I thought I missed somebody gone, till I realized the one I missed was me. Not the mask, not the hustle, not the name they learned to clap for, just me.
I'll see you again
when I don't need a win to feel safe.
I'll see you again
when my smile doesn't owe the world a shape.
I'll see you again
when my hands can give without the fear.
I'll see you again
when I can stand in silence and stay here. Yeah, I was busy being brilliant for a room I didn't need, growing tall in their eyes while my soul forgot to breathe. Learned the language of applause, built a home inside achievement, turned my wounds into a workflow, called my absence self-improvement. I was measured by production, by performance, by position, till my peace became a price tag and my rest became permission. Everybody saw the fire, no one asked me what it burned, how I mastered every table but forgot the way I learned how to sit inside a moment without drafting and escape, how to look into the mirror without edit in my face. I kept making myself useful so nobody saw the ache, but a life can still look golden while the center starts to break. Maybe I wasn't lost, maybe I was just loud, maybe the truest part of me went quiet in the crowd. When I don't need a win to feel safe,
I'll see you again
when my smile doesn't owe the world a shape.
I'll see you again
when my hands can't give without the fear.
I'll see you again
when I can stand in silence and stay here. Hyper aware of every metric while I'm missing my reflection. I was chasing every level but neglecting my connection. Calibration, calculation kept me locked in optimization, turning meaning into measurable external validation. Turn a plan to a plan, turn a plan into a prison, turn a prison into pride and call a panic-driven vision. Blessed, every breath was in a budget, every moment itemized. I was rich in every metric but emotionally bankrupt inside. I get in any room and make the room adjust its lands, but I couldn't sit alone without negotiating with myself again. That's the terror, not the failure, not the falling in public. It's becoming so performative, you don't know what love is. When your work needs a witness, when your calm needs a cause, when you help the whole world but can't clench your own jaws. Now I'm back with a different kind of hunger in my chest, not to take more from the table but to finally learn rest. That's freedom, not escaping, not a fantasy to flex. It's having enough to help and still having breath left. I don't want a crown if it costs me my skin. I don't want a future that won't let my soul in. I just want a life where my giving doesn't bleed, where I can open both my hands and still have what I need. See you again, see you again when I'm not at war with me.
See you again,
see you again when my hands are finally free. I don't need to be the loudest, I need to be the clearest. Not the one they talk about, the one my conscience lets me hear. The richest kind of living is a nervous system calm, not a trophy on a shelf while you're breaking in your arms. The poorest kind of hunger is the need a stage to shine, while the child you used to be is still waiting in your mind. So if I ever touch the sky, let it not be just for sight. Let me bring some shelter back for the ones still in the night. Let my art not just be honest, let it also be abused. Let it help somebody breathe when the suffocating truth. Let it reach the overthinker with his jaw locked in the dark. Let it reach the tired diva who mistook his wounds for heart. Let it tell him you're not broken, you're just buried under load. You don't need another version, you just need to come back home. The man I wanna meet again ain't a myth I can't become. He's the one who sleeps in peace after helping someone up. He's the one who has enough not to worship what he earns. He keeps sliding inside his hate, but still there's more to give in turn. That's the reunion, not with glory, not with ghosts, not with the plus, with the stuff that never left me, just got buried under covers.
I'll see you again
when I don't need a win to feel safe.
I'll see you again
when my smile doesn't know the world is shape.
I'll see you again
when my hands can't give without the fear.
I'll see you again
when I can stand in silence and stay here.
I'll see you again
when my work don't need a crowd to begin.
I'll see you again
When the life I built can finally let me live.
I'll see you again
When I have enough to help and not break.
I'll see you again
When I wake up as myself and I stay. thought success would introduce me to me, but peace did. And when I meet that man again, I'm not gonna ask him where he went. I'm gonna thank him for waiting.